Hello YouTube, as y'all can tell, it's December 17, 2019, and I am back with some local news. I don't know what the hell's going on with the 2-6 lately. Like, I just had a report on them trying to darn bust some foreigners from New York down here. They're, for home, to have them housed, but we can't even deal with our homeless people here. And now we got to deal with grave site damages up in Charlotte, which is 4 hours away from us. We got somebody robbing the bank. So let's go on and get into it with the first one. I'm going to go on through each and every last one of them. So as y'all can tell, man charged for causing 25K worth of damage to Fayetteville gravesite. And my thing is this, you know there's a special place in a burning pit or whatever you believe in for damaging somebody's grave. Like, I have to see, is this person related to the deceased and they pissed you off? They owed you, honey, I know how it is when somebody owe you $20 and then they kick the bucket and you about wanting to piss on their grave or something. But damn, desecrating the grave really let's get on into it. So they said a 50-year-old man has been charged for causing $25,000 worth of damage to a grave in Lafayette Memorial Park. Fayetteville police said Raymond Godwin, 50, was arrested on December 11th. He was charged with damaging gravesite casket felony and received an unsecured bond of $3,000. Now, I thought that was just so damn weird because it's like, I need some more backstory on that. You telling me you just went down to the random gravesite and it had to be a fancy grave for it to be $25,000 worth of damages. Because you couldn't have did that shit to a regular upright tombstone. Like, this had to be some sort of like big old fancy which made me believe that it's more personal, especially with the man's age. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, hell, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, like I was saying before the critical error came up on my laptop, this had to be something personal for them. And it's like they just wrapped it up in 2 sentences like it's just casual. Like, oh, well, a man just decided to just trash a gravesite. And it's not like he spray painted some shit or peed on or, done something like this. This motherfucker done damaged something to the tune of $25,000. You can't tell me that shit was just random, especially by a man of his age. So it's not like it was a teenager or some shit. This is a 50-year-old man accused of damaging a $25,000 site. Honey, something tells me that he was left out of the will or something. Something in the will was not right, and he did not get his paper that he was expecting, honey. So that's what I'm believing right there, because it's like, you can't tell me just a random 50-year-old decided to damage a $25,000 tombstone just for the sake of it. It's something more going on behind that shit, honey. Because in Fayetteville, we do have, a lot of people are Southern Christians, and they, it's a lot of shit that go down in the 2-6, but motherfuckers don't do nothing in the church. See, you won't hear too much instances of shit happening in a church or a grave site. People actually have respect for sacred areas. And so in this case, I'm believing it was something more personal. Like, he got left out the wheel, and he said, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up even in hell, honey. So that's what I think happened right there. So now let's get on to this school officer thing. So North Carolina school officer fired following viral video of him slamming a student to the ground. Oh, Lord. Just based off of that silhouette, it looks like a doggone brother, honey. Oh, damn. A campus resource officer in North Carolina has been fired after he was caught on video physically abusing a middle school student. And my thing is this, why these things be so short? In the viral video, he can be seen slamming the kid to the ground twice. The Vance County Sheriff Office confirmed Monday the unnamed deputy who was assigned to Vance County Middle School in Henderson, North Carolina, was in fact fired. He been placed on administrative leave last week as an investigation got underway. The school district there filed a complaint with the Sheriff's Office on Friday as footage of the violent incident surfaced. The deputy is seen walking down a hallway with a student and then suddenly slamming the child, reportedly under 12, to the ground like a rag doll. The aftermath is equally disturbing as the deputy drags the seemingly unconscious child through the hall. It's unclear what precipitated the violence, but frankly, does it really matter? No word yet on whether further legal action is going to be taken over. Honey, the child must have been white, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. And it is no darn gonna playback video, or I would darn gonna play the video. But the moment this is why I think the child had to be white, honey. Cause number one, this shit used to go on for years back in alternative schools. I mentioned about the prison, the school to prison pipeline in North Carolina, and how a lot of people got caught up in that, including myself. Except I was fortunate enough not to ever get no charges or anything of that sort on me. But they was conditioning us for the prison pipeline, and upon going into school with the metal detectors and shit, if you was so much as darn on speaking too jazzy out the mouth, they'd have somebody slam you down. I done told y'all about my experience that they put me one time in the room or whatever that would be similar to solitary confinement, where it's the steel door that's closed, it's surrounded by bricks, and you had to be in there by yourself for a certain period of time. Now granted, I was in there just for an hour, but it's like it's in this small damn room that it has not been cleaned at all. The last person y'all had in here done pissed in the corner, so I'm inhaling piss for a whole hour in this. I don't think I mentioned about the fact that it was a pissy darn on carpet. There ain't no chair or anything, so I'm just standing up for a whole hour because I damn sure ain't sitting on this darn on pissy darn on carpet darn on thing y'all got me up in here as. Motherfuckers done threw up in here and all here, and y'all got me inhaling all this shit. I'm surprised, and speaking of sugar honey, I see I'm surprised nobody ain't defecated up in there as well. But it's like all the darn gone barbaric stuff that happened to us. And they just quietly shut the shit down years later. It ain't talked about firing any of them. When it came to us, it wasn't no darn gonna talks of charges against those people that slammed us around and all that. So that what made me believe that this had to be a darn on white darn on child that got slammed down to the ground. Because when it came to us black people getting slammed down like rad dogs and filing complaints and shit, it went in one ear and out the damn other. But fortunately, North Carolina is turning around as years come by. We have become a little bit more liberal. We are now considered a swing state, so hopefully things are now changing for the better. Now hold on to that as we get to this damn last story, honey. Now y'all know I have so many mixed emotions on this. So bank employee arrested after stealing from vote, flaunted the cash on you dumb motherfucker. Let's get into him. According to WC North Carolina, FBI agents arrested 29-year-old Orlando Henderson for stealing more than $88,000 in cash while he worked at Wells Fargo Bank in Charlotte. Very bittersweet, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. In a federal indictment investigation said on at least 18 occasions this year, Henderson stole the cash from the bank vault, then later deposited the money into his own account using a nearby ATM. Investigations also found several pictures Henderson posted to his social media accounts of him holding large stacks of cash. Let's go on ahead and read some more about this. It redirects us to the WCNC website. The FBI says Henderson also destroyed certain documents and made false entries in the bank books to cover up the theft. Investigators also found several pictures Henderson posted to his social media accounts of him holding large stacks of cash. Click here to sign up for the day. We're told Henderson used that stolen money for personal expenses and put a large cash down payment on a 2019 Mercedes-Benz. He also accused of getting a car loan by providing false information. Henderson is charged with 2 counts of financial institution, 19 counts of theft, embezzlement, and misapplication in 12 counts of making false entries and transactional money laundering. If convicted, these crimes combined carry a maximum penalty of 40 years in prison and more than $1 million in fines. And my thing is this: you dumb, sorry, low down piece of dog shit. Now, I don't feel too sorry for Wells Fargo, so before I get into this motherfucker, let me just say, honey, serves Wells Fargo right. I don't feel sorry for Wells Fargo personally, considering the racist history of Wells Fargo stealing millions of dollars
to tell you
from
about
black
tonight,
people.
police reacting to a spike in crime at a local shopping center. Charlotte Mecklenburg police tell us they're adding off-duty officers to patrol the Park Road shop.
I hate when these types of bootlegger websites start darn on talking, and then you have to search for like 3 minutes finding out where the video is talking. But like I was saying, I don't feel too sorry for darn on Wells Fargo, considering that they profited off of slavery. This is the same institution back when it was Wachovia that profited off of slavery, done pay slave owners reparations, but did not pay the descendants of slaves reparations. And then before y'all say, well, that was so much in the past, and maybe, you know, their ancestors learned their lesson. No, because fast forward 100-some years later, we got Elizabeth Warren having to darn gone argue the head CEO of Wells Fargo down for still ripping people off. So it goes beyond just black people. It goes into them ripping off white people that was middle class and low income too. They was ripping off anybody that wasn't a doggone ultra-rich multi-millionaire. They wasn't stealing from the millionaires' accounts. They was stealing from the hard workers, charging up, price gouging us, and all this damn shit to the point where Elizabeth Warren had to get on their ass. So factoring all that in, I don't feel sorry for Wells Fargo as the institution. But who I feel sorry for is the doggone black employees who are now going to be profiled. Because look at this mug. Because let me tell you something. In North Carolina, we might be somewhat liberal, but bitch, y'all must be do something totally different in darn on Charlotte, baby. Because, honey, they don't hire people like him down here in Fayetteville, honey. They don't. Usually, as a banker, you have to be clean cut. And he did not grow this darn on beard overnight. This ain't no a week of non-shaving. I know it takes a couple months. I mean, granted, genetically, I don't grow that much, thank goodness, because it'll make easier for when I finally do get laser hair removal. I'll probably have my face clear within 5 sessions as opposed to 10. But, you know, usually guys, and, you know, women who unfortunately grow facial hair do not grow this much in no darn on 1-2 months. So the fact that they allowed you in, the fact that you look like you probably come from a certain neck of the woods, which is another stereotype, because usually if you have a black, what was his name? I think he had a black sounding name too. I remember the last name being Alderson or something. Oh, Henderson. What was his first name, y'all? But y'all know how racist motherfucking darn on Wells Fargo is, and that shit ain't even alleged. If you have a black sounding name, they already looking at you suspect on the job application. Trust me, I'm telling you from first-hand dang on experience of dealing with, you know, bank applications and shit. Even with no darn on, because they want you to have a stellar record. Even the area you grow up in gives a misconception. Orlando, just the way you spell it, honey, that sounds Negro, honey. So the fact that you have, you know, a ethnically darn on sound, because you darn spelled your darn on, your mama done named you Orlando with a darn on A, honey. That don't sound like no Michael, Deborah. See, y'all who got names like Michael, Deborah, Patty, Michelle, Tiffany, Susan, Becky, y'all get the liberty at least darn on walking in the door. When you have a name such as LaJuan, bitch, they already know that's either Asian or black, bitch. Like, my name is very racially ambiguous, but it's not white. Like, they even guess that I get Jewish because of my last name. I get French because of the first, Spanish. When they see me in person, then I get, you know, obviously the East African and all of that, you know, I get all that bullshit. I get must be Afro-Latina. But bitch, all of it is non-white at the end of the day and puts you at the bottom of the list of the application line. So the fact that you got high, being black, being dark skinned, having doggone full natural hair on the face nonetheless. Because usually they only want you to have your natural hair out too tough. Now, Wells Fargo has laxed on that. I've seen some of the girls in Wells Fargo finally have their natural curls and coils and stuff out. So I ain't going to say they are strict on that per se. But normally banks in general, we want you to have your hair doggone slick back and all of that. Now I'm starting to see that they will allow the type 4 naturals with their hair because type 3s never really got the discrimination as much. You could have curly hair to a certain extent, but if you had kinky hair up in the damn bank, oh no, that was a no-go, baby. You had to flat iron it, do a twist out to make your shit look like it's a type 3B, a relaxer or something, put a wig on, but you weren't about to go up in there looking like darn on Solange Knowles. You weren't about to go up in there looking like Lauryn Hill. And as a male, damn sure not. With a man, oh no, normally your hair have to be cut down to a certain damn length. You can't have no facial hair. So they already was very lenient on you coming in the damn door. And then they gave you a job where you actually had access to the motherfucking money, bitch. Normally, you actually have to have a doggone background in finance to even deal with it. So I'll be wondering what his background is, because they don't really touch on his educational background. Usually, if you touch money, at the minimum, you have to have an associate's degree in business. They ain't allowing no entry-level person just to be no bank teller. Usually, you have to have a background in business. Unless Charlotte is really that laissez-faire. And if that's the case, bitch, maybe I need to go ahead and take the 4-hour darn trip from the darn 2-6 and darn see if I can get some darn work up in there and go Charlotte. Because, bitch, down here, they don't do that. And for you to fuck it up for all the black people, now everybody that got a little bit of melanin to them is going to be looked at suspect because of what your ass done do. So you done fucked it up for all the girls. And, of course, this ain't restricted to Wells Fargo. Because, all the upper elite banks, they are in cahoots with each other to a certain extent. So, it just takes one black person to set the precedent for everybody. So now everybody on BB&T and Bank of America and everybody else is put on notice. All because of your stupid shit. Because of your stupid shit, now everybody of color is looked at with some type of notice. But of course, the consciousness in me, once again, I don't feel too damn sorry because it's like, I personally wouldn't work for Wells Fargo now knowing the history of what they have done any damn ways, but not being, putting myself in the shoes of somebody who would not know of the history of Wells Fargo. It's like, you don't fuck the darn thing up. You know how hard it is in North Carolina for it to be any damn decent jobs. I done showed y'all the darn Craigslist ads. It's very dry. If you don't got a car, bitch, you ain't got no damn money. All the jobs is out of town for the most part. You got to go to the plant in Sanford, or you go down to Lumber Bridge, in Parkton. You can't do no Uber for that. That's $40-some a trip minimum. Just going to and from. You'll give up your whole week's paycheck just going there. So you got to have a car. If you ain't got a car, you fucked. Only thing is, you might look up and get a set. And we in the state where the minimum wage is only $7.25. So you might get a McDonald's job that might be $8. Walmart is, for whatever reason, it's hard as hell to get into. Target, all of that, you have to have the years of experience. So they punish college students who went to school first, and you in that awkward area where now you got the degree, but now you don't got no job experience because you focus hard on getting the degree because they told you to get the degree to get into a higher level of employment, so you don't have to rely on no minimum wage job, which does not do nothing for somebody in North Carolina. Because you work 40 hours a week and still qualify for food stamps on $7.25 a motherfucking hour. The average darn decent house is $700. You own $7.25 an hour, you only making about $1,100 a month. And here you got a job that was paying you, I know at the minimum, about 14, 16 motherfucking dollars an hour. You darn gone got access to the motherfucking money, bitch. You was making about $14 an hour at the minimum. And you just said everybody back. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts on this. Like I said, it's a very bittersweet situation because the institution Wells Fargo in general, I don't feel sorry for. But for the people, they said, now I seen on Trey King's video, he did a video on it, and I'll leave his down below in the description box. People made deposits, and you know, they lights and shit was getting cut off. The car repo man came, and you know, they had to pull camera footage of people depositing the money because they deposited the money and thought, you know, I guess they had their bill set on auto pay. And obviously when the bill didn't pay through and, you know, they bank declined it, the lights got cut off, the car. Now, usually with a repossession, you have to be more than 30 days behind for a car to repo. You usually have to be 2 months behind. So I can imagine somebody was really pissed off because they was already a month in the hole. They darn gone was about to pay the darn gone bill up. And here they is now, you done caused them to be 60 days in the hole because you done took the money that they had to catch they darn gone bill up, and their car ended up getting darn gone repo. Because usually for a repossession, you have to be more than 30 days behind for a car repo, honey. They usually let you go a good month or something. But, child, boo. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for neither party. Because at the end of the day, they even said he could have possibly got away with it if he wasn't flossing on the motherfucking gram. So it's like, bitch, I don't understand. If you're going to be like Cleo and set it off, why in the fuck is you flossing on the damn gram to show the damn money? And you don't got no damn job that would show. Even if you had a rap career or whatever, I never understood flossing darn on money for. I never understood that shit. But they was going to catch him anyway because this motherfucker was dumb enough to darn gonna be forging signatures and shit. Done did this multiple times. You would have been better off robbing a bank for $88,000 at one pop versus trying to do many transactions. That's actually worse because you think you was being slick by doing many, you know, miniature transactions where it wouldn't go, you know, noticed because people wouldn't see that $2,000 is missing here or $500 is missing there. But that works actually against you because now you get charged multiple times. And any amount over $500 is a motherfucking felony. So it's like now you done got charged with multiple felonies versus if you would have just robbed the bank for $188,000, you know, of take, that would have just been one charge. But now since you robbed the bank over 13 plus times, you now got consecutive charges. So you trying to be slick and that actually worked against you. And then you forging darn on paperwork. It's like, bitch, they can darn gonna see the signature and match it to you, and then look into the accounts and see that the money's not that you don't alter the darn on records. Hell, if you was gonna try to be that slick, you should have been trying to darn on erase camera footage. That would have been your go-to right there. Is not to post anything on the motherfucking gram and erase the dang on camera footage. You would have been in the motherfucking clear. If you did not post shit on Instagram and erase that and somehow got access to that camera footage, it would have been up in limbo. But here's another strike though. I forgot he done went to the car lot and paid for the shit in cash. And you know they darn gonna profiling you. Because anytime somebody comes in and you don't look the part, it's like, bitch, you more likely went to that darn on car lot looking like this. And it's like you look out of character. By default, they going to darn on stereotype you, and they got to vet to see if the money's real, especially since you done put up $10,000. So by law, they have to already darn on, you know, vet the money. And you work in the damn bank, you should know this damn shit. So that makes me wonder who the hell Wells Fargo's hiring in darn on in Charlotte, North Carolina. You should have known not to put $10,000 on it. By default, they have to darn on vet the darn on validity of the damn money. And know that it's the same money that was reported darn on missing from the damn bank that you work at. And then you was dumb enough to deposit at the bank that you work at. You wasn't even smart enough to go get you a little a prepaid card, go to the Family Dollar and load the shit up. And that way the money couldn't even be traced back to you really like that. Because when they darn gonna come and get the truck for the convenience store, you know, by the time, you know, they would have found out the money was being somebody was using the money at that particular convenience store, the camera footage don't even last that long. They recycle the camera footage about every few days. And they wouldn't even, if they would try to zoom in on every person that would have came in that store, it would have been too much to try to zoom in on the hundreds of people that come in a convenience store every day and try to see who was using the money to load the card. So especially if you would have went to Walmart or something like that, if you would have been smart enough and got you a little darn green dot card or something, and just loaded $2,000 here, $2,000 there, honey, that's the quickest way you would have got away with this shit unnoticed. So you fucked up by darn depositing the shit in your own damn bank account at the bank that you work at. Then you're gonna go put the money down on a car using cash as opposed to credit. See, if you would have used your damn credit card, and you know, if you would have darn went and with the prepaid card and got you a darn credit card and got it secured and then put up to darn $9,000 on that secured card, that don't have to be reported by the government because it's under $10,000. And then you could have went to the car lot and then use your credit card and then use that for the darn down payment. And since you're using a credit card as opposed to cash, they're vetting your credit card validity as opposed to the cash within the credit card. And since the amount on the credit card is less than $10,000 motherfucking dollars, the credit card company didn't have to darn check the validity of the motherfucking cash, bitch. And once again, you work in a damn bank. You should have known all this damn shit. That's what made me darn wonder who in the fuck is they hiring down near the Wells Fargo. Mate, I might need to get a job now. They don't have to worry about me taking no damn money. I just want to get my darn paper the legitimate way. Let me darn get my $12 an hour the damn fair way. You don't have to worry about me being stupid enough to catch no darn charge. But considering how I just explained how you could have really got away with this, they might look at me and be like, no, bitch, you is the darn what was the character that darn Vivica played? Frankie. They be like, no, bitch, you worse. You darn Frankie. You actually know how to break down the darn way to get away with the damn money. And the way that your darn finances set up, they might have to worry about me. So I guess I don't even have to worry. But like I said, I wouldn't work for Wells Fargo no damn way. So they don't even have to worry. So like I said, I don't even feel the least bit damn sorry. I don't. But I do feel sorry for the people who would want to go work at Wells Fargo, who is not aware of Wells Fargo Pass, and now they darn gonna want to be looked at the extra damn way. I feel sorry for the ones who were smart enough to know how to wire Wells Fargo, and now they can't because now their eyes gonna be looking on them extra hard because of this dumb motherfucker. Cause like I said, I'm not upset that he darn gonna rob the darn gonna institution that historically robbed his people. I'm just dumb that he did it so sloppy that he darn got caught. Because if he would have did it the way that I just broke down, he would have got away scot-free. He would have got away scot-free. He would have built up his credit score even more and would have been able to get a higher loan without any problems. Because if you would have got you a secured credit card with a $9,000 credit limit, bitch, that would have boosted your credit score up through the motherfucking roof, whore. And then they would have reduced your interest rate. Thus, you would have been able to get the car, and due to your credit score, and you would have went there dressed in a suit or whatever, they wouldn't even darn gonna suspect anything of foul play because they'd be like, oh, this motherfucker, okay, he works at the bank and, you know, he got a 780 credit score and he got a darn, he putting down with a secure MasterCard. They would have just looked at all that and would have gave you the motherfucking keys. But you coming up in there looking like you just darn got furniture off selling dope off the motherfucking block. And I hate the darn stereotype, but this is what the shit you giving. Cause you can't tell me he wasn't dumb enough to probably go to the motherfucking car lot looking like this. So now they looking like, we got to make sure this ain't no darn no drug deal money, honey. You got the long hair, you're dark, you're black. You know, just being black, they automatically go into the negative stereotype. If you ain't dressed up like darn gone Terry Crews on America's Got Talent, they already darn gone looking at you already shifty. So if you went in the motherfucking darn gone car, at the car lot like this and put down $10,000, you know damn well they was already vetting your motherfucking ass. Oh, stupid motherfucker. Coulda they just ruined it for somebody who would have been smart enough like Frankie on set it off that could have got away with this type of shit. But y'all leave y'all thoughts down below on this. This what really pissed me off the darn gone most. Not the fact that he robbed it, but the fact that he was dumb enough to get caught and then got over 18 counts. Like I said, you would have been better off just robbing him just 2-3 good times, and that's just it. 2-3 good times, got that motherfucking camera footage out, rigged it, the camera footage to shut off. Make sure you was wearing gloves or wipe it down, and you would have been in the motherfucking clear, bitch. But instead, you want to floss in the ground. Now you about to be flossing right down at the darn on federal jailhouse. Y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.